Hello, good morning students. Today we will learn about homologous chromosomes. This topic is in continuation with DNA and chromosome. So let's see what are homologous chromosomes. So students, before going to homologous chromosome, we will recall some terms which we learned in the previous videos of DNA, chromosome, haploid and diploid cells. So just one question, what is the meaning of haploid cell? So what is the haploid cell? The cell which contains one set of chromosome. The cell which contains one set of chromosome is called as haploid cell, and this one set of chromosome is denoted by the letter small n. One set means some specific number of chromosomes. In human, one set of chromosome contains 23 chromosomes, and in pea plant, one set contains 7 chromosomes. It means that every living organism have different numbers of chromosomes in their one set, that is in the haploid cell. The next question is, what is the meaning of diploid cell? So here two sets of chromosomes called as diploid cell, and it is denoted by 2n. In the two sets, one set come from the mother and one set come from father. So in human, two set means 23 from mother, 23 from father, and the total number of chromosome will be 46 in the diploid cell. So the next question is, what is pairing? Pair means two. When the egg cell and sperm cell unite, here one set from mother and one set from father come together, and these chromosomes finds their similar friends or their similar partners and form pair. So here what will happen? A single chromosome will find its similar match for pairing, and two chromosome means a pair. So let's start with today's concept, and that is the homologous chromosome. First we will see what is the meaning of homologous. Homo means similar. The meaning of homo word is similar. Similar in some characters, they are called as homologous chromosomes. Where these homologous chromosomes are present? These homologous chromosomes, they are present in the diploid cell. How this homologous pairing take place in the diploid cell? So to understand this, the question is here which is related with the reproduction. What happens during reproduction? So see here with the diagrammatic representation. Here is one cell, it is the egg cell, it is another cell, it is called as sperm cell. This egg cell come from mother and sperm cell from the father. You can see here some number of chromosomes are given in the pictorial form, in the form of picture. Here 3 chromosomes are there, and in this cell also 3 chromosomes are there. This is a human cell, and that's why here there must be 23 chromosome. So one set of chromosome in human, it consists of 23 chromosome, and it is denoted by n. Likewise in the sperm cell also there are 23 chromosomes, and this 23 chromosome means one set, and that is denoted by n. During reproduction, these two cells unite, and the two sets, one set from mother and one set from father, comes in the new cell. That cell is called as the zygote cell, and from this zygote a new individual is produced. So here you can see one set from mother, one set from father, and that's why this cell has 2 sets of chromosome and therefore denoted by 2n, and hence this cell is the diploid cell. So what happens during reproduction when the mother chromosomes and father chromosome, they come together, they mix with each other, they start pairing. How is the pairing? So just we will see with these points. So here haploid germ cells unite. These are the haploid germ cells, haploid mother cell, haploid father cell, egg cell and sperm cell. They unite during reproduction. Then what happens? Mixing of maternal and paternal chromosomes. Maternal means from mother and paternal means from father. And after mixing of the chromosome, pairing start. The chromosomes start pairing. How is the pairing? Chromosomes start pairing with their equivalents. Equivalent means their similar partners. This is how all 23 chromosomes find their similar chromosome from other cell. So, in a zygote, matching pairs are formed. So, you can see here in the diagram, one chromosome from mother, this chromosome find its similar chromosome from the father cell. So, here is the other chromosome which is similar to this, and these two similar chromosome, they form a pair. This is maternal chromosome and this is the paternal chromosome. Pairing cannot take place in a haploid cell because all the 23 chromosomes, they are different from each other. They cannot pair with each other. Therefore, pairing must not be here in the haploid cell. When the pairing takes place? When there is a zygote formation, and in zygote mother and father chromosomes come together, then there will be the pairing of equivalent similar chromosome. See here, this chromosome pair with this chromosome, this chromosome will pair with this chromosome will pair with this chromosome. So, the pairing is always in between paternal and maternal chromosomes. Two chromosomes come near, forming a pair which are similar in shape, size, position of centromere and types of the genes. So now just we will understand what is the homologous chromosome. Homologous means similar chromosome, pair of similar chromosome. So see here, there are two chromosomes. One chromosome is called as maternal chromosome and other chromosome is called as paternal chromosome. It means that this chromosome come from the mother and this chromosome come from the father. So what are the similar things in between these two chromosomes? One similar thing is the position of the centromere. They have same position of the centromere. Second similarity, their length, see their length is also same. And the third point of the similarity, the type of gene. For example, we have taken here the height. Suppose here is a gene present which represent height. Similar way, in this location, in this position also, in second chromosome also, the gene will represent the height. If this gene represent for the tallness, this represent, it may be represent for the shortness, or it may be represent for the tallness. Means this gene represent height, either it will be tall or it will be dwarf or short. So see the second gene here we are taken for the example. Suppose this is the position of another gene and this gene represent for the eye color. So in this chromosome, in the paternal chromosome, this gene represent eye color. Here also in the maternal chromosome, this gene at the same position, there is a gene and which also represent the color of the eye. But what may be differences? If this gene is represent black color, suppose this gene will represent the blue color. So similarities are there, but the genes may differ in their characters, here for the black color or here for the blue color. Either both are black or either both are blue. Means gene is for the same character for the eye color, but eye color may be different. If such type of genes are present, they are called as alleles. Variation in the gene, they are called as allele. Variation means what? This gene is for the height, but height may be tall or short. It may be tall or short. Both are tall or both are short. So variation may be in the gene in their height, tallness or dwarfness, that is called as allele. So these are two chromosomes, one from mother, one from father, maternal and paternal. They are similar to each other, but they are not the exact copy of each other. Why not exact copy? Because the genes, they are alleles. They may be different for coloration. They may be different for length of the height. Therefore, they are not the exact copy. They are similar, but they are not the exact copy. Such type of pairing of chromosome from mother and father, it is called as the homologous chromosome. So this pair is called as the homologous chromosome because here they have same position of centromere, same length, same types of gene and their position. Such type of similarity and pairing of maternal and paternal chromosome is called as homologous chromosome. So one question related to homologous chromosome is here. Why there is no breeding between different species of living organism? Why there is not breeding? Means there is no reproduction between two different species. Now this new name is here species. So what is the meaning of species? Common group of living organism which can interbreed to produce fertile offspring. A common group in which breeding can take place, that group of animals or plants, that is called as species. Example, Homo sapiens. In this scientific name, this is the scientific name of human, and in this name, sapien is the species of humans. So sapien means all humans. They can interbreed in between. Dog interbreed with dog species. But dog and cat cannot interbreed because dog is from a different species and cat is from different species. Why they cannot interbreed? Because they have no homologous chromosome. Their chromosome will not pair as homolog chromosome, and that's why their breeding cannot be possible. So just we will summarize here. These are the diagrams for haploid and diploid cells. And you have to guess which cell is haploid and which one is the diploid. See this cell and this cell. Are they diploid or are they haploid? How can you identify haploid or diploid? The set of chromosome which contain only one set, and in this one set one chromosome is there. This is a single chromosome. This is a single chromosome. This cell have a single chromosome. This cell is also have a single chromosome. Means in this set of chromosome only one chromosome is there, and in this cell one chromosome is there. Means both are the haploid cell. This chromosome is a single chromosome because two chromatids are joined together with a single centromere. When single centromere is there, it is a single chromosome. It is a single chromosome. It is a single chromosome, and there is no pairing. Therefore, these two cells, they are the haploid cells. Now see this diagram. In these two diagrams, which is the haploid and which is the diploid? Yes, this one is the haploid cell. Why? Because in this set of chromosome, this is one set of chromosome, and in this set there are 4 different types of chromosomes are there. 4 different types of chromosomes are there, and they cannot pair with each other because they are dissimilar. They are different from each other. Now see this diagram. What you can see here? There are 4 types of chromosome, 1, 2, 3, 4, but they are pair. They are pair. Here similar pairing is there. Here similar pairing is there and therefore pairing is here, and that's why it is a diploid cell. Here pairing is not there, therefore it is a haploid cell. So this is again one activity. You have to identify sister chromatid and non-sister chromatid. This is one chromosome and this is another chromosome. This chromosome, suppose it is a maternal chromosome and it is a paternal chromosome. It has a single chromatid fiber. During reproduction, it makes a duplicate copy. It makes it duplicate copy, and that duplicate copy, exact copy of this chromatid fiber, that is called as sister chromatid. So these are the other chromatid fibers. So you have to identify which one will be its sister chromatid. So according to length, see here, this will be same in length and same in structure. So this is the sister chromatid and they will connected each other with this centromere. For this chromosome, this chromatid, this will be the sister chromatid. See the length of this chromatid, this will be its sister chromatid, and they will connect with each other with this centromere. So this is one chromosome, this is one chromosome, and it has two chromatids. This single chromosome have two chromatids, one chromatid, another chromatid, and they both are connected with the centromere. So these two are similar and they are called as sister chromatids. Here also these two are similar and they are called as sister chromatids. These two are dissimilar. This one and this one, they are non-sister chromatids. Do you understand? These two are sister chromatids because they are exact copies of each other, but these two are not the sister chromatids. So this is the concept for sister chromatid, and these two, they are the non-sister chromatids. So see this activity to understand the homologous chromosome. This is a egg cell and this is a sperm cell. This cell has two chromosomes. This is a single chromosome and this is also a single chromosome. This cell also have two chromosomes, one chromosome and another chromosome. When these two cells they get unite, a diploid cell is formed. When these two types of chromosome, one set from mother and one set from father, they come together in a new cell that is called as zygote, how will they pair? See here. They will pair like this. The similar chromosome will come near to each other. The similar chromosome will come near each other and they form homologous pair. See here. The similar chromosome, they are similar in the position of the centromere, similar in length, similar in the position of genes. Suppose these are the genes, count the number of genes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So these are similar in various factors. Therefore they come together and pair is matched. This pair is called as homologous pair. In the similar way, these two chromosomes, they have similarity in the position of the centromere, in the position of the genes and their length. So in this way, the similar chromosome come together and form a pair. This type of pair is called as homologous chromosome pair. So student, today we have learned about homologous chromosome. How are their similarities? What are the homologous chromosome? Where they are present? When they are formed? We learned about this. So now we will stop here and again we will meet in the next video with new concept. Bye bye.